Welcome everybody, Old Man PC here, and from our first video on Tera. If you haven't seen it, you can click on this link right there, and it'll take you exactly where you need to go to watch the first one before you jump to the second one. But anyways, in the second one, we're gonna be talking about the dungeons in Tera. Dungeons are instances on a map that can be found in various locations around the world. Creatures found within these maps tend to be harder and than average counterparts that are tend to stronger bosses known as BAMs that occasionally have unique mechanics to challenge players. A BAM is an acronym to big ass monsters, and these are all around the world. Typically labeled as a party monster because it takes too long to kill. And I'll show you a couple of videos later on in my future videos how hard this shit is to kill, because I personally like to kill shit alone, and I found this very difficult. But I'll show you those later on upcoming videos so you can see those. And they're, as I said, they're very hard. They're called party monsters. You know, with my hands giving you that quotation signs as I says it. And they're deferred from normal monsters. In that term, they're ridiculous. It's like fighting. It's like fighting a boss in your favorite game. Like what was one? Like when you was fighting God of War Ascensions. If you was doing the last boss, Poseidon, that shit is hard. Yeah, it's hard to play. If you had help, you probably would have ended the game in record time. But no, you was playing by yourself, so it was harder than expected. But anyways, we'll continue that and another. So anyways, Tera, back to Tera. We already learned about BAMs, which is acronym for big ass monsters. So, before we continue, I know that we have the boss to fight soon. I mean, I already took out, let's say, 50% of all the monsters. So, just gotta kill these couple monsters at the doorway, one at the side after I finish, and then we got the big giant monster boss left to kill. So, let's do that. So, we're about to go fight this big giant boss, and I'm gonna be talking to you about a little bit of the acronyms in the game. They are BAMs, BOL. These are dungeons names as well. BOL, SM, CR, NT, SAGL, AH hard, or HAH, SSG, SP, ET, HET. There's a lot more acronyms, but clearly you need to be, there's a range of levels you need to be. You need to be from level 20 to all the way to level 60. And from each, let's say 58. After that, there's a lot. I mean, there's more dungeons than the ones that I've named for you guys. That revolves around level 60. So, being level 60 don't mean the end of the game. You still have runs to do with each level, or the end of the level. So we just watched that cutscene right there where the big ass monster comes out in all his glory, and now we have to kick his ass real quick and venture out in the world as we start our new adventure as being a priest. So let's sit back and watch as me defeat this so-called beast.
The shield is up. You fought well, but I did it. And soon the demon god Loke will resurrect me. You haven't won at all.
So after that little cutscene, after we defeated him, and he says that we hadn't won at all, given his maniacal laughter, we now can leave the instance or the dungeon, and now we can go to Velika. So I traveled back, and now we're in the town base where we grabbed, or we speeded up a little bit, clearly, because I was level 9. I turned in the quests and I reached level 10, so I leveled up, and I gained some new outfit, which are cloth armor and a staff and so forth, which I put on, and now we're going to the teleporter to travel in style to Velika.
Helping others is a delight. Such urgency. Farewell.
I see the portal at a distance as we're flying, and the first thing that comes to mind is portal. This is not going to be fun. I think time warp has gone to a new level. But we reach in Velity in like record time, and it was super fast, at least to my knowledge. It was super fast, and we get to like cruise around the area a little bit, and then we get to land in this nice, cool area. We're a whole bunch of people just bum rushing right now.
Glad you could make it. Live together, work together.
Attention!
You need my help? Can we cut some kind of deal?
You have my attention.
Greetings. Velika, City of Wheels, capital of the Valkian Federation and bastion of civilization on the continent of Arun. We've gathered here, human, high elf, Aman, Baraka, Kastanik, Popori, and Ellen, to withstand a menace we could not face alone. The Argons. Across the sea on the continent of Shara, our armies are fighting the Argon threat to a standstill. For now. But the Argons aren't the only danger. Not by a long shot. With our army on the Argon front, monsters on our frontiers have become bold. They've plundered entire towns, and we can't let the home front collapse. We hope that the fighting spirit of our youth can make up for the numbers we lack. Who knows, maybe you're the next alien. Velek knows we could use one.
For the Federation.
Everyone is asking me about what you did on the island of Dawn. Don't get cocky. Impressive to them, but it takes more than that to impress me. And I have little tolerance for glory hounds like you. Kids these days, no sense of proportion. Now get out of here, or headquarters will start to smell like pigling.
So I leveled up from watching that cutscene and accepting that message and all that stuff. Oh, I forgot this quest. This is where you get your steed now. You talk to this guy right here, and it says steed up.
Good fortune. What can I
Saddle up, actually. Not steed. Saddle up. You do that quest. It's supposed to be in Lumbertown. But before I even jump to Lumbertown, I'm just going to run to my next location in Velika, which I need to work on my blacksmithing and all that stuff. So it's like a tutorial for, you know, newbies, beginners, newcomers, whatever you want to call it. I'm a newbie, but sooner or later, I'm going to be in your squad, and I'm going to be healing you. And I'm not going to be a newbie anymore. But for now, I'm a newbie. So here's another story-oriented quest. Start that.
You need my help?
And you know me, I like to wander. So that's what I'm doing too. Wander. But here's our next location, which is the tutorial for your blacksmithing and armor smithing and all that stuff. So you go right here and do the local quest that is the tutorial.
Something wrong?
And they give you the items that you need, or just a pre-select items which you can use just for the tutorial, just to get a little zest for how to do it.
Why are you here?
So first you're gonna probably need 2 items to make one. You're gonna need the item right there to identify it. I got some new outfits. Some, you know, just you're gonna need like the ore, and that's about it. Just click on this armor part, this anvil, and it shows the 2 items you have in Quarry, and you just start. I need about 3 of those. There we go. And this is mostly used for armors, like if you're a warrior, slayer, berserker, lancer. This is what people do. If you are not one of these, and you are one of the lighter classes, like me, a priest, you'll be using cloth. Tailoring is what you're entitled to do. Not armor smithing. Armor smithing is for like weapons, stuff like that. I think that's Taylor over there on my left. Where our next objective to go is, let's see.
Such dark days.
Lumbertown. So, I said it before, but it's always good to go back to your notes and see exactly where you need to go before you make that big leap. So we need to go to Lumbertown.
What is it? Memory is a burden.
Let's take flight to Lumbertown. I'm just gonna speed this shit up because the reason why I speed it up because it takes too long just to reach to the portal itself and then do the warping. So I mean, most people tend to just use scrolls to teleport to their destinations, or you even get scrolls at a certain level, like a skill that teleports you to a certain area that you don't really need to use a scroll. But the flying in the game tends to wear down your game experience, because for me, it took me approximately 2 to 3 minutes just to reach the Lumbertown. Lumbridge. If you know the term Lumbridge is used for, write in the commentary down below. I'll give you a prize on that one. But we just made it to Lumbertown. 3 minutes, damn. Anyways, we made it to our destination, which is here in Lumbertown. So we're gonna continue our story, and so just sit back and watch me do my wonders.
You need my help? Good to see you. Looking for me?
I'm stronger than I look.
Good to see you. You need my help? You need my help? You need my help? You need my help?
Reason why I speed it up because it gets boring, and most of the quests are long durations throughout the entire area that you're positioned at. So it gets boring, and I'm doing it alone majority of the time. So yeah.
Hello there. You hungry? The Federation sounds amazing. Are you from far, far away? You're new around here, huh? When I'm older, can I come along? Don't push yourself so hard.
So what does it mean to be a priest? In this little brief discussion I'm going to have with myself, we're just going to be talking about priests altogether. So, priests are like the ultimate healing classes in Tera. They're second to mystics that come in, second. And in a party, you're always going to need a priest or a mystic to give you that general raw healing, or hot heals over time. That's an acronym, by the way. And we have the ability to summon party members into wherever we need them to be, but they have to be on the map. Not on the map per se, but they have to be in our general location. They can't be in Velika and we're in Lumbertown. That's no one. So they have to be in Lumbertown, scattered around Lumbertown, or in Velika, scattered around Velika. And we'll summon them right to us, wherever we may be in those areas. So that's a good benefit that we have. We also have the ability to resurrect the dead or the fallen. So, but other people can use scrolls and resurrection scrolls and stuff like that to help them resurrect themselves. But we do it with finesse and style, so that's good too. We have a multitude of buff skills to enhance the player's ability, or just healing them, a random person, We tend to do that sometimes. I know I did a couple, but you'll see those later on. We are mostly needed when we're fighting BAMs. BAMs do take a lot of time, so parties tend to gather up, and one or two people will be there, and a priest will be included. So majority of the people are happy to see a priest within our squad, or in the squad. We're armed with multitudes of healing circles, enchantment buffs. We target enemies with destructive spells, and we also have defensive spells to help you reach your goal, which is to defeat the target at hand. A good priest, knowing myself, I'm a good priest. May have plenty of healings over damage, and has like a one-shot mechanic, which is surprisingly good. I would say high levels do that 10 times. It's best to do a dungeon with a priest, though. It's usually referred to as like the best thing to do. Even if you are a rookie, cleric, keep saying cleric, a good priest will always catch you before you fall. Sucks though for some priests, they have lags and other stuff that makes them fall into the fail category. But, yeah. And then you have, people making rookie mistakes. There's that. So you got to watch out for those. But all in all, we learn. I mean, I'm learning right now as a priest, and as I'm fighting all these little monsters, I know I'm gonna get extremely better at it when it comes to joining a group and backing up a tank and so forth. But make sure the tank doesn't sacrifice me.
See you later.
I tend to draw aggro a lot, especially when you're a healer. If you heal wrong or at the wrong time, you will draw aggro from that said monster, and he will just start to rampage on you until they grab back the art aggro. So you gotta watch that. I know that priests sacrifice a few supportive skills in favor of strong healing capabilities. Priests as well as mystics, where including sorcerers, wear cloth. So we are squishy. We're squishy. So it's them crappy armor forms that you have in Tera, where you always wearing cloth and stuff like that. That's usually when you squishy. But the best thing you have in Tera is clerics. Are like, everybody likes to say this, but cleric has the largest HP pool, and what that means is our HP sometimes exceeds our tanks or warrior classes. So I might have 20,000 HP, and a warrior class might have 15, or the warrior class might have 10, and I have 15. I'm not saying it because it has a 5K difference. It could be more depending on what army you're wearing or whatever, but it depends. But we're still squishy in it all. That warrior or whatever class who's wearing armor far exceeds ours can take 4 hits, 10 hits, and still be fighting. If we take 1 hit, we be on the floor crying. So you just gotta watch out for that. I see some priests tend to do damage per second or DPS. That's good, and that's fairly common, to describe the hits per thing. I would say don't do it if you're in a squad that you're not the only priest in there. I would say do it if you're there's one more priest in there, or a mystic or something. Don't do it if you're the only healer or in the squad. That tends to make it worse for the other teams. You're gonna die first, then the rest of them they just gonna fall like rats. I wouldn't do that. We have we have some AoE type moves, which is good, and when you're fighting multiple minions, so that's an awesome skill to go for. But watch out, it can also grab aggro from monsters as well. So just keep a little watchful eye of that, and I think that's about it. newbies. I'm the only newbie here, at least for now. I get to know them a little better and found out that the berserker of that group and the warrior are somewhat were friends, and from their friendship, I've added them to my list, and we became true friends later on down the line. And this is very good because now they can help me with something, I can help them with something. They have a healer at their beck and call now. I have 2 warriors at my beck and call now. So it's helpful on both sides. Thanks everybody for sitting down and taking your time to watch this video, by the way. I appreciate everyone, or every time you visit my channel and watch my videos. It means a lot, especially for a person that just started. So I appreciate it, and I hope you see more on the way. And subscribe. Remember, it's your choice, not mine. And yeah, I think that's about it. That's all I need to say. Bye.